Yep. We are live.
You're live? Oh, God. Alright, I think there's like 30 seconds.
Listen. Them's now. So.
That was Ghost Town by Adam Lambert, but the DJJAWS bootleg version. You're listening to Sapphire FM 97.5 live, and this is Layal. Today, Kayla Martin, who was interested in what happens behind the scenes, so I brought her in today, and we are interviewing a DJ from Bega, which is the first DJ interview on Sapphire FM. This is also the first time an interview is being streamed live to YouTube. So you can not only just listen, but you can also watch this interview live. You can go onto Facebook and search Sapphire FM 97.5 with Layal and find the link in the public group to view the live stream on YouTube. Jake, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for having me here today.
So Jake, how did you first start getting into music?
Oh, that's a hard one. You have to go back a fair few years, I guess. We used to own a function centre at Brogo. My dad used to play a lot of the pub scene music from his era. I just listened to it more. As I was in my bed on the second floor, the bass of the music would vibrate through and up into my bed, and I couldn't really sleep at night. So I was sort of forced to listen to his taste in music, but it's grown on me, and that's sort of how I first started to get into music. Yeah,
that's really cool. So you play clarinet, guitar, and you sing, but what came first, and which instrument do you like to play the most?
Yeah, first of all, well, it would have been the recorder, and that was like, as you know, you go through primary school and you do the basic instruments, castanets and the clave and the recorder and all that. But as I got to year 5, I picked up the clarinet, which Kayla also plays, as I found out, and I played that from year 5 till year 8 in the school concert band. I liked that instrument, but as I got to year 7, I got introduced to guitar, and so I changed from guitar then. Still playing the clarinet occasionally, but guitar is definitely my instrument of choice.
Cool. So have you performed in the past, and who have you collaborated with?
Yeah. Well, I haven't really done much collaboration, so to say, but I've done many duets with my dear friend Brittany Mears, who's recently in Canada doing a ski trip over there, and we did a lot of gigs. We've done the Australia Day the past 2 years, the ceremony there, singing the national anthem and just providing music to the crowd there, plus just many little gigs around the local area, and yeah, it's good fun.
So when did you start to DJ, and what's involved in DJing, and what was your first song like?
Start DJing, I can't give you any, I think it was 2013, late 2013, I had my first little gig as a DJ to just one of my mates' 16th parties, and it was just like 60 odd people, and I had a really simple piece of technology to change songs, yeah, it was a simple party, and it was good fun. I really enjoyed the vibe of what a DJ does, and it sort of got me into it. My first song that I actually wrote was not so much an electronic song. It was for guitar and my voice, and can't even remember what it was called anymore.
Yeah.
But it was a very simple song, and yeah, that's where I started.
Yeah, that's really cool. So do you want to do much more collaborating in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. As a music producer, so to say, I'd love to be able to build on my experience and collaborate with as many people as possible,
yeah,
and just really expand on my variety of music that I play and produce. I'd love to collaborate with Hermitude, which is, but that's like, it's way above what I'd expect.
Yeah.
And but it's something to work to,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm working to.
So where did the name DJJAWS come from? And yeah, where did that happen?
The name DJJAWS came from my name, Jake Anthony Wyman, and I sort of just put those initials together to form that. It was sort of a snap decision because someone was like, "Quick, you're coming on. What do you want to be called by?" And I was just like, DJJAWS is the first thing that came to my head. I want to change it because it's getting. People tell me it's a bit lame, but yeah, I don't know. It's my first name, and yeah, that's the story behind that.
Yeah. So what was the first equipment that you used?
Yeah, for DJing, I had a little Newmark controller, Mix Track Pro it's called, and it's just one of the most basic DJing controllers you can get. It was quite cheap, and I just thought I'd buy it to give it a try, see what DJing's like, and it's a good piece of technology, I guess, and yeah, that's what I used.
Have you taken any courses or learnt from others around DJing or music?
No, I haven't so much taken courses. Like I've just watched other people DJ online. Like I watched the live feeds of all my, I don't know, idol DJs and that, and just watch and learn from what they're doing, how to work the crowd, how to pick a song for the crowd, and just, yeah, that's sort of how I learned about DJing, and just from fiddling around with it, taking time out of my day to just fiddle around. Yeah.
Would you like to go to university and learn more about music through university?
I'd very much like to do that, but just university is sort of not for me at this point in time.
Yeah.
And like whether I go back later on in life is a question that I can't answer yet. But I'd very much like to keep music in my life for my whole life, because it does mean the world to me.
How many songs have you produced, and how do you usually decide to start producing a song?
Yep. Oh, well, there's so many that, as any musician would know, that you create a song and it might only get to the chorus and then you're lost for ideas. So there's many songs that are just lost and incomplete. And I've got about over 30 of them incomplete songs, and only a handful of them have I finished. I start to produce a song when I don't know, whether it be a remix or an original, it's a little, I don't know, something in the back of your head, and you just get this little idea, and I'm sure musicians would know that feeling, and you just sort of have that urge to write it down or get it onto the computer and follow through with that idea. Yeah.
When you decide to produce a song, is it usually for yourself or for others?
Mainly all the songs that I've produced are for myself, just because I had these ideas and I'm just like, what would this sound like if I were to do this to this song or to this sound or instrument. But I do like to make, as you'll see a bit later, there's a few songs there that I've mixed for others, just close friends and that. And I don't know, I just get a really good feeling sharing my music with them, and having them like comment back and give me feedback, and yeah, it's good.
How often do you finish producing a song, and what is your favorite time set and duration? Yeah,
well, not very often do I actually finish a song. As I said, like I have over 30 that are unfinished, and it's just a matter of time before a little bit more inspiration pops into your head to finish that song. So it's hard to say like how often do you finish the actual song, because yeah, it's always an ongoing process, and even once you've finished the song, you're always wanting to change little bits to just make it sound a little bit better or something like that. Yeah. My favorite set time during DJing is well, in DJing, most gigs come around 9 o'clock onwards kind of thing. The ones that I've been doing lately, yeah, they start fairly late and they go till all hours of the morning, and I just love that. It's good fun. It's good fun, and the duration, most DJs get paid a set rate, which I do too, but my duration so much doesn't matter. I just go off the crowd, see if they're having a good time, and if they're having a good time, I'm more than happy to put in those few extra hours to make the night that more special and memorable.
That's really cool. So what are your songs usually like, and what is the hardest song that you have produced?
Well, the songs that I like to produce, I like them to have a more basic set of instruments, but also like a good variety of different sounds that you might not hear. So as you heard in that Ghost Town remix, I used that piano. Piano is my favorite instrument to use during my songs. It's just such a general purposed instrument, and it's just got so much potential to be used in a song. So my songs will have that. I like to really diversify, if that's a word, on the genres and tempo and the sounds that I produce within my songs and for my songs, because I don't know, no one likes the same thing over and over, and I don't personally. So I like to create a nice range and variety in sounds for my songs.
Awesome. Do you have a most known song you have produced, or a song you're most proud of?
Well, according to SoundCloud, my most known song is my Faded remix by Zoo. But my favorite song, and most of my friends' favorite songs, is the Ghost Town remix. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. What are the types of people that listen to your music? Is it like your friends, your kinds of age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so. My friends, at the age of 18, we're all looking for that new music and that, and I don't know, I like to think that a lot of people can listen to the variety of music that I play, especially with DJing, as I've just gotten into business with Halogen Music in Bega. It requires me to really broaden my horizon in my musical understanding, because we do weddings and birthday parties and everything. So I have to dig back into my old father's repertoire of music, the pub songs. We do pub gigs too, and I don't know, really diversify on what I listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a song you produced now, but before I do, when was it written, and can you tell us what the song is?
Yep, this song's called The Swing Thing, mainly because I couldn't think of a better title. It's got a bit of piano in there, a nice swingy feel to it. I wrote this in October last year, and I just sort of did it in because I was bored in my room and I had this little swingy, tingly feel in my head, and so I went through with it. And so yeah, here you go.
Awesome.
How's it going? Good.
So the microphones are off, but let's turn it back on. So.
Yep.
Has anyone said anything on the chat? People looking?
There's 4 viewers.
4 viewers. Okay. Do people know that they can talk on the chat?
This is our first time.
Come on. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you don't have a new car?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Fine. But you can get the new guy.
Yeah.
Would you like my phone number and all?
Yeah, that'd be good. Right.
It's Fred, and it's 0432 076 185.
Yep. Yeah. We've got a few pub gigs coming up soon in Beaver.
Okay.
You have to find the time. I'll message you and see if you
Yeah.
come down and have a dance.
Yeah.
Have a listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you play all the modern stuff and that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to really have a good variety of music. So
Okay.
I don't like to just play the modern stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Facebook to Fred Wideman, WIDGAWAN. My profile photo is the one that I showed you on the photo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good.
20 seconds.
Nice to meet you. Say it.
Yeah.
5 seconds. If you have just tuned in, you're listening to Sapphire FM 97.5 live with Layal and Kayla Martin, and we are interviewing DJJAWS from Bega, also known as Jake. This is Sapphire FM's first interview with a DJ for a change, and it's also the first time we are streaming live on YouTube, so you can also watch the interview as well as listen. Head to Facebook and search Sapphire FM 97.5 with Layal and click the link in the top post. Have you been in any music competitions, Jake?
Music competitions, yes, I have. Not too recently, but last year I went in a competition for Hermitude. They released this song called Yukio. I think that's how they pronounce it. It was a contest, and they gave you a few of their sounds from the song, and you had to take them sounds and produce them into your version of their song. And I didn't place on the leaderboard or anything, but I really enjoyed taking their sounds and making my own rendition of their music. It was good fun.
What's your first gig as a DJ, and what was your best gig as a DJ so far?
Yep. As I was saying, my first gig as a DJ would have been one of my better mates' 16th, so 2 years ago now or so. And it's just a nice 50 or 60 people gig, and we just had a lot of fun, played some music, and everyone had a good dance and went till all hours of the morning, and yeah.
What was your largest gig, and how often do you get gigs?
Yeah, my largest gig would have to be just over 200 people, and it was what we call a blacklight party. Excuse me. Everyone wears a white t-shirt and white clothes, and we've got UV lights, and we use the neon and glow paint and
So
spray.
everything glows.
Yeah. It's an awesome atmosphere, and it's great fun. So that definitely was my best gig. That was an 18th. And how often do I get gigs? It really just depends on what's on offer. Lately I've been doing a few pub gigs. There's a fair few weddings coming up this year, many 18ths that are coming up, and so they all like to do them on the weekends, and so it's a good time to do it. Everyone's ready for a dance, and I'd like to provide that music for them.
So why do you think you DJ, and what do you think is the best thing about it? Like, why do you love it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I DJ because I love I know I DJ because I love music. It's the biggest part of me that makes me who I am. I sing it, I can dance to it, or I can try to dance to it. I perform it, I produce it. It's just a big part of me, and that's why I love doing it. I like to see the crowd, I like to see their smiles on their faces and watching them dance to the music that I play and pick for them. And it gives me a big sense of not so much power, but just like a godlike perspective, if you will, of like looking down and just watching everyone have a good time, and that's why I love it.
Yeah. So what kinds of songs do you like the most, and do you have a favorite artist or producer that you look up to?
Yep, that's a very hard question. At the moment, I'm just going through a stage of liking house music, just all types of house music. I just like the chilled beat, like it's a very general kind of thing to listen to at the moment, if you will. I don't know, my favorite artists would have to be Elenium, who produces this I don't know, genreless kind of music in a way because of his just unique style, and they're just the wholesome sounds that he can produce, and the feelings that he puts into his music, and it comes out through it, and that's why I like him as an artist. Also Mashed and Kutcher, who are Australian, and they do a lot of live performances and DJing, and I really look up to them because ultimately that'd be what I'd like to do, is live performances. They play drums, they play everything, and they do it all live for their audience, and the audience just thrives off it and loves them, and that's why I love them too.
Do you have a particular favorite genre, and what do you think makes a good song?
Yep. Yeah, as I said, at the moment it's house the genre of house music.
What makes a good song?
What makes a good song, I don't know. It's the emotions that a producer can put into a song and then portray throughout the song. How the listener can interact with the song, make connections with the song. That's what I look for personally. I like a good song has to have, personally for me, a good drop. I like just something to dig into the song and make you want to keep listening to it, whether it be through its creativeness or its repetitiveness or just these many little factors that make the song.
What kind of music did you grow up with?
Yeah, as I was saying at the start of the interview, like I grew up with listening to the pub music of the 70s and 80s, 60s even, at our family function center in Brogo, and just listening to that, it's really diversified what I listen to nowadays, and I don't know, that pub music it's stuck with me throughout my years growing up because of my dad sort of forcing it through my ears at these functions.
Yeah, that's really cool. So do you have advice for others that are looking to start getting into DJing or producing?
I'm not too much advice because I'm sort of just starting my path to it in a way, but you just got to sort of don't be afraid to get into it. Like a lot of people might start and they'll back out, but you have your ups and downs, and you're always going to have them, and you just got to keep going through them, and eventually you'll get to where you want to go. You just have to be persistent, and just keep music in your heart and keep it first. Keep it love it. Love the music.
Yeah. What do you like and dislike about the music industry?
I like about the music industry the fact that people can really express themselves like overnight, as you see on YouTube and many other sites. These people can produce a song and be so well known within hours, and so it's that sort of spontaneous sense of the music industry that I love. The thing I dislike about it also is that reason exact. It's something that can change in hours, so there's always going to be someone who's making better music than you, and you're always wanting to better yourself. The music industry, from what I gather and from what I hear from people I know, is a fairly hard one to get into and succeed in. But yeah, again, you just got to be persistent and keep trying. Yeah.
Yep.
Where do you see the music industry heading, and where do you see yourself DJing in the future?
Yeah. In terms of the music industry, that's a hard one because like music's always going to be something that people listen to and people look for to keep them entertained, to give them inspiration, to do many factors, to fulfill many factors in a person's life. And so I'm assuming that the music industry is going to keep up its strength that it has, and will continue to be successful for many years to come, if not decades, centuries. In terms of myself DJing, I'd like to eventually end up in a city doing more live gigs, like I was saying about Mashed and Kutcher, doing live gigs in bigger clubs, bigger venues, with a larger variety of people, and yeah, just having fun with that.
Do you have any goals in your DJ career?
Yeah, my goals are just to expand, to not let, not that it will happen, so to say, but just not let anything get to me and stop me from loving music. My goals are just, yeah, to succeed at what I do and to just have fun with it, have fun with music.
So you might be coming into Sapphire FM on Sundays from midday to 3 p.m. fortnightly to host your own show. What can people expect from you and your new upcoming show?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope to bring to these shows a large variety. I know they play a large variety now, but I like to bring my taste and my large variety of modern music, as well as the old party starters that everybody likes to sing to and gets the crowd going. And yeah, I'd just like to share those sounds with you listeners.
Awesome. So if you could interview any Australian on radio, who would it be?
That'd have to be either Hermitude, who is Australian, and they produce a song that you are about to hear pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Mashed and Kutcher, who are my idols when it comes to DJing and, well, the music industry, really.
Is there anyone else who you would interview on radio that isn't Australian?
Yeah, mainly because of my phase of liking house music at the moment. Oliver Heldon, who is very much a well-known music producer in that genre. I'd very much like to meet him and sit him down and give him a good talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah, learn from him a bit. Yeah.
Where online do you put your material, and do you have any upcoming gigs?
Yeah. I have a SoundCloud account, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know. I'm not a very regular poster, but when I do, I like to share it with whoever likes to listen to my music. For gigs, I've got a fair few coming up this year. They're more private parties and weddings, but of course we still do the public pub gigs. So if you see my name around, you should drop by for a little dance. Yeah.
If someone was to ask you, why should I come to your next gig and listen to your songs, what would you say?
I think the thing that I get told as a DJ is they like me because of my diversity and what I play to them. Excuse me. I like to play, like I said, all the older music and the popular music of today, as well as songs that people don't know of. That's one thing that really gets them to hire me back, is having that diversity and the atmosphere and my DJ personality, if you will. Just like talking to the crowd and interacting with the crowd and listening to what they have to say. In order to give them a good night, and that's what I think gets them to hire me. Yeah. Yeah.
So before you go, I'm going to play a song you remixed now. But before I do, when was it written, and can you tell us what the song is?
Yep. This song was written late last year. It's by Hermitude. pretty sure it's pronounced Yukio. It's a very relaxed feel song, the original. I've taken it and put a more of a drum step kind of feel on it. If it's a more fast-paced tempo, it's got a large variety of sounds in there, and yeah, I had a lot of fun remixing that for the Hermitude contest. So here you go.
Yeah, it's off.
Which one did you keep on?
Are people talking? Oh, we've got 5 views. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going well.
Yeah, so which microphone did you keep on?
This one.
In the studio.
Does anyone hear it?
I don't know. Hello.
Hey!
That is the studio.
Yeah, it's quite a small room, and people don't know. Well, we don't know who's listening. So
Yeah.
It's
No.
a strange feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
Come across okay?
There was a song that was playing through the swing thing.
Now, mentioned Sunday from 12 to 3, did you say?
No.
No. 3 o'clock after 3.
From 3.
12 to 3's taken.
Okay.
right.
Alright.
It's been taken.
3 to 6.
Yeah, 3 to 6 is
Yeah.
fine.
Is that
Oh,
right?
anytime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 12 to 3 is not.
Alright, cool.
There's a couple
So-
of openings.
With the swing thing though, could you hear anyone talking through it?
Sorry?
Could you hear anyone talking through the swing thing?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
Cool.
you haven't heard anyone talking through anything.
No, it's been good. I've
Alright.
been listening to it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know what's been going on. So, but like I said, I'm interested in what's coming off the transmitter.
Hmm.
If it comes off the transmitter, it's fine by me.
Yeah.
It's Greg's monitoring it. He's listening to the stream. If there's any issues, he would have called me.
Yep. Very good.
He's a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real
Yeah.
nerd. I didn't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. He just knows his shit about this stuff.
Yeah. That's
I mean, I
always
know
good.
most of it, but
Yeah.
he's a good one.
Yeah.
Do they know that they can ask questions?
Feel free to ask questions
Yeah.
if you have any.
He's still going, aren't you?
Hey. So this is where everything happens. All right, 20 seconds to go. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good fun.
I can't believe you only started like quite a few couple years ago, and you're this good. It's quite amazing. It has been a pleasure having you. So thank you for coming in today, and I can't wait to listen to more from you in the future.
Thank you very much for having me, Layal and Kayla. Yeah, it's been really fun to see what you guys do and share my music with you listeners. Thank you.
Awesome. So next up is Watch Me Whip with a Jake's remix.
What is this?
Oh.
You're shutting this down.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
watching.
listening.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Stop. Sure.